In northern Syria, an overnight air raid hit a medical facility, reportedly killing 4 medical workers and at least 9 rebel fighters. That follows the bombing earlier this week of a humanitarian aid convoy. U.S. officials say they hold Russia responsible. The Russians blame the rebels fighting Syria's government. David Martin is at the Pentagon with the search for answers. David, good morning.
Good morning. U.S. officials say a Russian aircraft was flying overhead at the time the convoy was bombed, although they are stopping short of publicly accusing Russia of carrying out the attack. An estimated 20 civilians were killed, and that further complicates any chance of a ceasefire in Syria's civil war.
U.S. officials say a Russian Su-24 attack aircraft was tracked over the convoy southwest of Aleppo at the same time, down to the minute, that the strike occurred on Monday. It was the first aid convoy to be allowed into Syria as part of a ceasefire plan. But the Syrian regime had already declared an end to the ceasefire and begun conducting its own strikes against opposition fighters in Aleppo. Russia denied hitting the convoy, releasing what it says was video taken by a drone. The video allegedly shows a rebel vehicle armed with an artillery piece shadowing the convoy. The Russian aircraft would have shown up on this electronic map in an operations center in the Persian Gulf country of Qatar, which serves as the headquarters for the air campaign against ISIS. The command center follows all aircraft flying over Syria, and when 60 Minutes went there last year, the yellow tracks of Russian aircraft were clearly visible on the wall. On Saturday, that same headquarters authorized a strike by U.S. and allied aircraft, which apparently hit a Syrian army camp by mistake. That incident is now under investigation. But the U.S. says it thought it was striking an ISIS position and would never deliberately target the Syrian military.
The ceasefire is now in limbo, and so are plans for the U.S. and Russia to set up a joint operations center for strikes against ISIS. A military spokesman says the U.S. is not expecting any great progress anytime soon. Gail?
All right. Thank you, David.